Hi there, welcome to Luxatic. There are a lot of new restaurants that opened their doors in 2022. That's why we decided to make a list of the 20 best new restaurants in America. Tantalize your senses with those culinary experiences that await you at any of those venues. We tried to include restaurants from coast to coast, from the northern part of the country all the way to the south. Another way we picked them is by the type of food they offer. Some of them source their ingredients directly from the local farmers, hence the taste is even more authentic. We did our best to include a variety of cuisines, one more innovative and original than the next. So let's see which are the best new restaurants in America that you should consider trying. So starting at number 20, we have Restaurant 12, which can be found in Portland, Maine. Chef Colin Wyatt, former executive sous chef at 11 Madison Park in New York City, made 12 one of the best new restaurants in Portland, Maine. Pastry chef Georgia Mason also brings her own signature Parker House rolls to complement the butter the chef creates from scratch. All their food is absolutely heavenly. Take for example the monkfish, which can be considered a silky marvel, or the chocolate pudding topped with hazelnut cream anglaise. At number 19, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, we have Machine Shop. Located in South Philly and occupying a former vocational school space, Machine Shop is the city's newest and easily one of the best French bakeries. Honestly, the name didn't give anything away. But once you step inside and get a whiff of freshly baked croissants and bread, you'll quickly learn to appreciate it. Pastry chef Emily Riddle has an impressive repertoire of French pastries, chocolates, even ice cream that will remind you of Parisian bakeries. At number 18, we have Canje in Austin, Texas. Guyanese-born chef Tavel Bristol Joseph opened his own little piece of Caribbean heaven in Austin, Texas, with ingredients such as green seasoning, papaya, and smoked chili used on the regular. Your taste buds will enjoy having a party. Cassaripe, the main ingredient used in the country's national dish, is flown regularly straight from Guyana. That makes all the difference in the authentic taste you can experience when dining at Canje. Number 17, we find ourselves in New York at Le Rock. This reinvented brasserie is a must-try in the Big Apple. At Le Rock, owners Lee Hansen and Riyad Nasser bring a new twist to classic dishes such as steak au poivre. Their leek vinaigrette alone is worth a detour. Another notable dish is the agnolotti, which is filled with black trumpet mushrooms and chunks of chestnuts. If you happen to be in the vicinity of Rockefeller Center, we can't stress enough that you should give this new restaurant a try. Number 16, in Minneapolis, Minnesota, we have Khaluna. With beachy soft colors, Khaluna welcomes its guests to enjoy their delicious Laotian fare. Chef Ann Ahmed uses mushrooms, peanuts, and pistachios with ample generosity. Their most inventive yet comforting dish is undoubtedly the bucatini tale, a pasta with scallops, a squid, and shrimp dish that is seasoned with a tom yum flavor. You can expect some traditional street food, but up to notch, resulting in luxurious dishes. In Madison, Wisconsin, at number 15, we have the Harvey House. This luxurious restaurant in Madison, Wisconsin opened its doors in the summer of 2021. Offering beautiful ambience and unique Mediterranean cuisine in an old school decor, you'll be glad you stopped by at the Harvey House. Among some of the crowd favorites, you will find fish tacos or the truffle mac and cheese. Not only is the food scrumptious, their service goes above and beyond. Their creative cuisine will leave you longing for more, while their cocktails will put a lovely spin on your evening. At number 14, we have Esmeralda in Andover, Vermont. Esmeralda is an experimental restaurant that places a particular focus on Peruvian influences. Chefs Maria Rondel and Juan Malcalderon shared experiences while working together at Le Royale, as well as the popular restaurant Celeste in Boston. They shared a desire to bring a part of their culture to their newly opened restaurant that is located atop a hillside with a flavorful and innovative menu. They brought their own take on classics such as anticuchos and lomo saltado. The duo frequently uses the pachamanca cooking method for their concoctions. Moving on to number 13, we have Kasama, found in Chicago, Illinois. This restaurant first opened a couple of years ago as a breakfast menu. Jeannie Kwan's exquisite baked goods along Tim Flores' mouth-watering egg, cheese and longaniza sandwiches got them recognized in the Windy City. Then last year, the Filipino-inspired food started being offered for dinner as well, giving the place a completely different feel. Enjoy nilaga, a dish made of bone marrow, fluffy short-grained rice, and cabbage, as well as lumpia, another traditional Filipino delicacy. At number 12, in Phoenix, Arizona, we find ourselves at Valentine. The creation of Chef Donald Hawk is a great celebration of Southwestern cuisine. Valentine is an all-day restaurant located in an old dry cleaners in Phoenix, Arizona. Try some of their local meals such as homemade tagliarini with Asiago and topped with crispy corn. Their local ingredients taste as great as they sound. Native sea tahini, Arizona wagyu, quiltapin mignonette or pork belly tepary beans are all delicious. You can satisfy your hunger while experimenting with a different take on local cuisine. At number 11, we have Neng Jr.'s in Asheville, North Carolina. The rising star of the year, Chef Silva Locovizo and wife Cherry opened up this intimate Filipinx restaurant in Asheville, North Carolina. Neng Jr.'s offers a nice blend of Filipino, French and Southern cuisines for a packed, flavorful menu. If you're not familiar with Filipino dishes, try the sliced duck in adobo sauce. Another great option is the seared foie gras that's presented on top of turon, the banana encased in a deep fried crust snack that's super popular in Manila. Number 10, we have Daru, found in Washington, D.C. Washington is filled with many different restaurants that represent culture from all around the world. Daru is the newest Indian venue in town, opened and operated by chefs Dante Datta and Suresh Sandas. The name is inspired by the Hindi word for hooch or country liquor. Initially, they were planning to open a cocktail bar, but things evolved and they came up with this imaginative take on Indian fare. Try their sprightly moily appetizer, topped with scallops, followed by burrata, submerged in a pool of black dal. Next, at number 9, in Cambridge, Massachusetts, we have a sweet one, Dear Annie. Located on the Maine drag in Cambridge, Massachusetts, more specifically Massachusetts Avenue, Dear Annie brings a playful vibe to the neighborhood. With neon signs and brightly hued tableware, the effervescence of the venue can be felt as you step foot inside, and the food is equally delightful. Dip your bread into some seafood fumet to start off, then try some of their in-house pickled mussels. The summertime grilled cheese with corn jam and poblano is a great snack. At number 8, we have Off Alley in Seattle, Washington. Husband and wife owners Evan Laitling and Meghna Prakash opened this place in August of 2022. The restaurant is tiny, but the flavors of the food offered are not. Although the dishes are accented with Pacific Northwest ingredients, Chef Laitling uses his experience from the Michelin-starred restaurant he cooked at in San Sebastian to put his own stamp on them. Dishes such as fried pig head with Walla Walla onions and preserved cherries, or braised tripe with Nora peppers and morels are a must try. Number 7, Tatemo in Houston, Texas. Open for about 2 years, Tatemo is one of the most popular new restaurants in the city of Houston. Chef Emmanuel Chavez and partner Megan Moore made this tiny venue a dedication to the chef's favorite ingredient, corn. Most of its dishes contain varieties of corn prepared in many different ways. You will even find sacks of corn stacked against the wall. You can enjoy 8 courses of unique dishes that are corn-based, such as totopas, purple quesadillas, or cacahuazintle maize. In Atlanta, Georgia, at number 6, we find ourselves at Fishmonger. A fairly new restaurant in Atlanta, Georgia, Fishmonger opened its doors in May. Chef Bradford Forsblom brings seafood dishes to a new level. Although by no means a fancy venue, this seafood market/cafe focus on sustainable fisheries in the area. Their food is delicious, with options such as blackened grouper, which is white on the inside but dark as night on the outside. Another popular option is the hot catfish sandwich, which arrives atop a nori buttered roll and seasoned with chili paste. Number 5, the Yangban Society, found in Los Angeles, California. This Korean-American place is best enjoyed in larger groups, which allows you to taste a little bit of everything on the menu. Located in the Arts District of Los Angeles, Yangban Society was started by chefs Katiana and John Hong, who poured their lives' dreams into it. Adjacent to the restaurant, you can find a super or mini mart which offers Korean snacks and pantry staples, as well as a few items that reflect the couple's love for streetwear culture. A blend of Korean and American flavors dominate the palette, and it all comes together wonderfully. Number 4, we have Baobab Fare in Detroit, Michigan. Burundian restaurant Baobab Fare is a refreshing take on East African dishes. Husband and wife team Nadia Nijimbere and Hamisi Mamba, along with twin daughters, created a light-filled venue that is packed in most days. Their slow-roasted goat shank is an absolute delight, as well as other traditional dishes such as their homemade ugali, which is served with an okra stew. But the restaurant is not only about food. Many asylum seekers and immigrants gather at this place where community activists welcome them with open arms. For number 3, we chose NAMI KAZE in Honolulu, Hawaii. Hawaii is a place that offers a multi-generational mashup of iconic dishes that uses ingredients such as chile crisp and kimchi, as the rest of the country uses ketchup and salsa. And that's exactly why at NAMI KAZE, chef Jason Peel created a varied menu that shows the many possibilities that can turn some ordinary ingredients into a feast for your palate. One of their main popular fares is the omelettes that he switches up depending on the freshest ingredients he can get his hands on, or the waffles with honey walnut shrimp. Cooking traditional dishes the community loves is now accessible to anyone, whether they are local or not. In Nashville, Tennessee, at number 2, we have June and Audrey. Technically, these are 2 different restaurants located in the same building, owned and operated by Sean Brock. Upstairs, June offers an avant-garde tasting menu with unique dishes such as caviar with sassafras and black walnut, or truffle-topped huckleberry fruit leathers. While downstairs, you can find Audrey, one of Nashville's most famous restaurants. Appalachian-inspired dishes such as rosy-scented ribeye with charred okra, or Johnny cakes and red grits will tantalize your palate. But their pièce de résistance is the smoked chicken poblano soup. And top of our list at number 1, we chose to put KAZE, found in Portland, Oregon. It is one of the newest and one of the most highly praised restaurants in the whole country right now. KAZE opened in August 2020. Chef Gregory Gourdet had planned the opening of the restaurant for over 2 years, and the first 2 nights the place was sold out. With some traditional Haitian dishes such as griot and plantain, the food puts an emphasis on tropical Caribbean ingredients. One dish that he put his stamp on is the Peking duck. It's so tender it melts in your mouth. Dedicated to sustainability, the establishment sources its food locally and is mindful of the environmental impact it has on everyday life. So that's it for this video. This sums up the list of the 20 best new restaurants in the US. Whether you're in the mood for fine dining or something resembling street fare, we got you covered. All these awesome dining establishments have something special to offer, so give them a try when you happen to be around those particular areas, and let us know down in the comments below how you thought they worked out. Bon appetit, and we'll see you next time at Luxaddict.